Welcome to Week 14 Trash Mouth Fantasy Football Podcast Show. We have the five-time champ, six shooters, defending champ on the phone. Again, for the third time, I believe.
Yes, the third time's a charm. I really needed this win, and I got it.
All right, let's get right to it. Huge win and in weekend for the six shooters for the first time in your career. 86-57 win versus the King Reaper. Propels you into a playoff spot led by Sam Darnold. Quarterback 3 drafted late in the draft. Could this be an MVP for your team and Sam Darnold?
I win the title, most definitely. I believe he was 12th or 13th round, and he definitely outperformed my second round pick, Trevor Lawrence. Well, pretty much everyone did. So it's like you said, it's all about drafting. He was there. I took him. I already had Jefferson. I got Jefferson late too. I think that's the reason why Jefferson fell so far to the fifth round. No one trusted Sam Darnold because of his past. But you put the man in the right system, in the right team, maybe he surprises you. And he surprised the whole league this year.
That's exactly correct. Okay, so you set a franchise record, 804 total points, tied for 10th most all time, behind a balanced attack, good drafting. What are your thoughts of your team after the regular season of 2024?
Sky's the limit. You don't score 800 plus points by accident. Late in the season, I had that tie against Whoope, and I believe week 7 was hard to take, but hey, you move on. I stumbled a little bit in the end of the season, but I won when it counted. As for the playoffs going, I got to face Brian in the first round. Not that he needs the points, the extra points, because he's going to be tough out. I like my chances. In 3 meetings with Brian, we scored combined almost 400 points. And in those 3 meetings, he only outscored me by 10 points, 197 to 187. So we're pretty evenly matched point-wise. That Detroit-Buffalo game is the key this week. So that is a huge game for him. So,
all right.
A huge game for me.
Sal did his homework, did his research, prepared for the call, knows all the stats. And even though he lost the season series, actually he won the season series versus Brian, the tie did come back to haunt him. But as you know, GMs have won championships despite losing the season series. Tropical Storm did it in 1994. I did it in 1995. So there is potential to do it, as always. So we have a Facebook question from Ralph in Texas. He wants to know, and he actually lives in Minnesota, he wants to know, why haven't your league proposed to go to Minnesota? I know it was voted down to go to the Minnesota Mall of America for the Trash Mouth Roadshow, since Sam Darnold is obviously your regular season MVP quarterback-wise so far this season.
I don't know why it was voted down. Obviously, it's a great football town. There's always Minnesota players on someone's team during the season. But, I will definitely push for next season. I can guarantee you that. Even more so if I win the title. We got a lot of good cities to go to. And Minneapolis will not be overlooked again.
Oh, there we go. Ralph will be excited. Okay, so this part of the show, as always, is the parting shots of the podcast show. Very popular segment. You almost knocked out the King Reaper. You beat him, and he had a little help from an East Division GM to get him in. What are your parting shots heading into the playoffs?
Parting shots first to my Week 14 opponent, Alberto. You expected to win. You know, your Josh Jacobs move, obviously, great move. You picked him up from the scrap heap. Great move. Looked down. But you backed into the playoffs. So congratulations on that. But I believe, you know, your record against me in the last few years has not been stellar. So, but you're in now. So we'll see what you can do with it. But I'm sorry, sir, you are not the GOAT. There's only one GOAT in this league. So, moving on to Psychos. Bro, you had a great start. You know, sorry, bro. That's how the cookie crumbles, you know. Better luck next year. And to my round one playoff opponent, Brian, first year in the league after a hiatus, come on strong. Like I said before, we've had 3 slugfests. I anticipate another one. So let's get it on and let's go.
Okay, there you have it from the 6 shooters ending the Trash Mouth Fantasy Football regular season podcast show. It's been a great segment every time. A lot of insight, a lot of good advice, a lot of good trash talk, a lot of good discussions in life in general on this show. We discuss everything on this show. And once again, Sal, obviously scoring 86 points for the most ever for a win and in weekend. What does it take to become a participant on a weekly basis on this show?
All you have to do is score the most points for the week.
Easier said than done. Thank you very much, 6 shooters, and have a good day. Good luck.
Thank you. Take care.